today, guys, we are having a little Kayhi throwdown, a little top chef, see which team is the top dog. So today I gave you a list of ingredients. If you remember, there was chicken breast and salad shrimp, bacon. We also have some fresh garlic that's in the fridge, and then anything else that we have in our inventory. And your task today as a team is to prepare four appetizers, identical appetizers, or one appetizer 4 times that we'll have judges at lunch who will take a look at. Now there's a couple things you need to consider, and that first of all is you need to try to incorporate the items I gave you, all of them: shrimp, bacon, and chicken in your appetizer. The garlic, you're going to want the garlic. Garlic's good in everything, okay? And then anything else, and you're going to be judged on how creative you are in using it, how the food tastes, and then how it looks on the plate. So presentation, remember, this is not culinary slop class. We want it to look nice when you put it down. It has a lot to do with how people feel about it. And so we appreciate you doing this. This is the first time we've done this, and we're hoping that it will be an annual event, be something fun and more challenging. So we're going to pass this to Michelle now.
Okay, guys, so the winner is going to get a gift certificate to Safeway so that y'all can head down the hill for lunch. And also, you will get to join Mr. Edwards at Ketchikan's Top Chef 2012 as a judge. So may the best cook win.
All right, guys, come around front. You know where the ingredients are? No. If not, you get to spend part of your time looking. Hopefully you have a plan ready. And before we go, who's going to be the team spokesman?
I will be.
Dion, what are you guys doing for your appetizer? What are you going to prepare for us?
Actually, I don't know what it's called. We thought of it today. We're going to have a bagel with caramelized onion, chicken, bacon, cheese over the top, and we'll bake it in the oven after that for a few minutes.
Sweet. Everything's better with bacon.
Yes.
Okay, who is your team spokesman?
We're preparing the chicken bacon surprise.
There's a recurring bacon theme here. Okay, all right, you are?
We are preparing a popcorn chicken and shrimp shish kebabs, and it will be topped with a light enchilada sauce with a little kick to it.
Wow, impressive. So why don't you give them their marching orders?
All right, guys, we are ready. You have 45 minutes. At 12:05, it's time to have them done, okay? So ready, set, go.
All right, this is great. So were you expecting the dishes that they said that they were going to prepare?
No, and I'm kind of excited about the one doing an enchilada sauce on top of the skewers. That's kind of cool.
So you as a teacher, what are you specifically looking for out of these folks? I see we have a gallery of students, and they're going to be looking for things like food safety, preparation technique, and so on. How about you?
My biggest concern is they don't embarrass me. I want them to have fun, and I want them to use some of what they've learned, and I want them to see that they can actually think through and come up with something that they can do themselves. That's part of the joy of the class, is learning to cook for yourself. And so that's what I'm hoping to see.
All right, let's talk for a minute about the judges. Who will be the judges, and how were they chosen?
Well, they were chosen by the office staff at random, 3 students, and I do not know who they are. We will get to meet them and talk to them a little bit while they're putting the finishing touches on, and kind of help them to understand what they're going to be looking for.
And I'm sure they'll give their editorial taste comments as well.
I would imagine they'll have a lot, and I imagine the student body will be hooting and hollering during lunch as well.
Fantastic, thanks. The young chefs are busily looking for ingredients and preparing here. I see you're using a red onion. Why are you using that?
Well, I think it's going to bring out the taste in it.
And is this going to be the caramelized onion?
I'm not really sure yet. Just going as we go.
Planning ahead, as usual. And you look rather confused with your chicken here.
We're getting another cutting board here.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Safe food prep. Getting some backstreet direction here.
Yes, he was just asking what I would do in preparing. Would I cut the chicken and then saute it, or bake it and then cut it? And I told him for them it's probably easier to bake it first.
Doug Edwards is rapidly giving direction behind the scenes. Now, I got to ask though, you're giving them, each team, some direction. Are you going to dole it out in equal levels?
Probably not. I'm going to respond to whatever questions they ask me. So those who ask more questions get more help.
All right.
One of the values of education is learning to ask questions.
Fantastic. Seeing some safe food prep going. This is looking like it's going to be awesome. All right, so you've got the croutons. What are you doing with those?
It's the breading for the popcorn shrimp or chicken.
Nice. All right, so I got to ask, are they getting extra credit or something for participating? Oh, I put you on the spot, sorry.
You know what? If they do well and this all turns out good, I'll take them all out to dinner.
Fantastic, I love it. Everyone in the gallery is like, wait, I wish I would have competed.
One of the fun things we're doing this year, all the seniors are coming to my house, which we did that episode at, and we're going to cook dinner together as a senior graduation thing.
Very cool, very cool. What's on the menu there?
They want baby backs, so we're going to do baby backs.
Your specialty. These guys seem like they're totally on the ball. They've had a plan. They're making the plan happen. I think I saw an iPhone app for a recipe somewhere back there.
I really am enjoying this because most of our celebrity chef episodes have been about me preparing food or you preparing food for them, and this is kind of fun to watch them do it. I'm kind of like a nervous papa though.
I think they're going to do great, and this is almost like a year of culinary in a nutshell, right?
That's it. This is like a final. This is whether you can put all the stuff you learned together.
I think I'm going to move. It could get messy over here. I'm thinking I'm going to want this recipe for my house. Actually, all of these I want. All right, by my watch, we've got 20 after. We're getting a plea for help back by the grill. And these guys are working remarkably well together. How long have you been taking culinary?
This is my first year.
Really bold step to break it out and do Top Chef. How about you? How long have you been in culinary?
I did it my freshman year and this year, so.
Nice. And what would that be?
That's just the oven being at temperature 350.
Oh, good. It's not like my kitchen where I set off the fire alarm.
That's it. We've actually done that once here. When I was making an Alfredo sauce one time, I had melted the butter down and I got distracted and I didn't realize how hot the butter was. And when I went through the garlic in, there's this puff of smoke. And I yelled at the student, "Turn the fan!" And just as he hit the button, the fire alarm went off. We all got a trip outside.
Fun. Field trip in culinary.
1 in 9 years is not too bad, though.
Not so bad. Not so bad. I'm very, very impressed about how these guys are working together as a team. Everything seems, I got to be honest with you, a lot more flawless and seamless as opposed to the Top Chef competition. But then again, they knew what they were preparing ahead of time.
Well, just this morning, I just told them this morning. So they used their class period to go online and find and determine what they wanted to prepare. So I didn't give them a lot of notice.
Holy smokes! Then I'm really impressed because the actual Top Chef competitors got their ingredients on Friday and could think about it over the weekend. And these guys have had, what, a couple of hours?
A couple of hours is all they've had.
Impressive.
Guys, there seems to be a very generous portion of bacon, which just thrills my heart, since I think bacon is just the most absolute food out there. What do you think?
Yes, it is. Bacon. Everybody loves bacon, Mr. Edward.
Everybody loves bacon.
Do you have that slap chopper you're using?
The slap chopper's in the back room. You'll see it's white. Yeah, it works really fast. All right, I'm gonna hand this back to you.
I'm hearing some competitive words from the back gallery. Lots and lots of bacon. This is smelling amazing. I can't wait to eat. Oh, I don't get to eat, do I?
Well, you know what? After we have there's one left for you two to try. The 3 for the judges, and then the one that will show us the display one, and then you can try all of them.
You're the best.
We've had a great year in class. Looking forward, I was up in Anchorage for the Career and Technical Conference and spoke with Tim Dobler, the dean up at the UAA College, and have some ideas for some fun things to do next year. Try to incorporate more on-campus and off-campus activities for these guys to get them involved in more either home or community events.
Nice, nice. So give me the rundown. Let's walk over here because we've got a little bit of break here. Give me the rundown again in case folks don't know. Maybe just kind of an example of some of the events that Culinary has hosted or helped host this year.
Gosh, we've done a lot.
I know where to start, right?
We started the very first week of school helping to prepare dinner for 500 with the spaghetti feed for the cross-country team. We were involved in making thousands and thousands of pizzas, anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 every year of pizzas for fundraisers. We also catered the Wish dinner, which was the Women of Distinction dinner, which was around 300 for a full prime rib dinner. We just finished last week the soccer team. I forget which group.
It's hard to keep up, right?
Which team I'm up. They had an enchilada dinner. We worked on we made our own enchilada sauce from scratch. That's why they're so excited about it, because they watched. We all participated, and so they're kind of excited about making an enchilada sauce. And they asked me for the recipe, and I told them no. They have to go online and find one.
Nice, nice. So lots of opportunities to put their skills to use out in the community, and it's good for fundraising, quite frankly.
Well, excuse me. Most of the teams would tell you if this class wasn't here to help them get their fundraisers, it would greatly increase a difficulty, because we do, for instance, at that soccer one, we had pretty much everything done and laid out in the midst of also having Earth Day, where we prepared lunch for 400. So it was and we only had 2 periods. So it was a really, really busy day. I went home very tired.
So that's why these guys are so poised, because they're used to being under a time crunch, right?
They are under a time crunch every time we have an event. Now, it's a little more relaxed on other days, and we also, and I think it's important, we allow the class to be a chance for them to catch up on their scholastics in other classes, because many of them travel a lot and they get behind. And so if I have enough workers, I'll let them work on an assignment, just not every day. but it's
right.
Really good, because their grades are real important. This one class is not more important than their overall grade, and I think that's true with any class.
Gotcha. Well, we seem to have lost our cast of teams. They're all back here.
So I'm watching the one team, and it's not really wonderful for my diabetic self, but they put brown sugar on that bacon and that chicken, and that is going to be some yummy tasting chicken.
All right, I definitely want to taste that. I'm seeing that go down back there. That is looking amazing.
It's certainly not good for the body, but it's hard to beat sugar.
It's hard to beat bacon too.
Bacon and sugar together.
And I'm looking over here. This is looking really cool. I like the presentation so far. All right, so by my watch, it looks like 11:32.
It's 11:37 according to the school time.
Uh-oh.
Which means they have 23 plus 5, 28 minutes left, guys. 28 minutes.
28 minutes, fair warning.
The 2 teams that win are competing with entree salads, and they have to be full salad, little plated salads, and so I'm pretty excited about that. Because we're at the same time we're trying to teach them how to make something healthy to eat too.
And do they know the ingredients yet?
They do not. They find out tomorrow morning.
Holy smokes. You guys gonna be ready? You got about 20 minutes left.
We are now. He is shish kebabbing up the chicken right now, and then after he does one layer on each of them, we're gonna put shrimp in between them. Then we will bread them and grill them with olive oil. I believe that will work a lot better. Except for that.
Yeah, that seems to be speeding it up a lot. Well, that sounds like a great recipe, guys.
Our breading recipe actually has a little cake to it. We threw some cayenne in there and just some smoked paprika to go with the chicken, and then I don't know what I'm going to add into the egg yolk yet with the milk, but I'll figure something out hopefully.
Something out in the next 19 and a half minutes, right?
Yeah.
I am completely and totally impressed with the wide array of creative and very interesting ingredients, I might add. Some of these things, as much time as I spend in the kitchen, I never would have thought of mixing some of these ingredients together. And I think it's a real testament to what this culinary arts program is doing for these students. And that is looking awesome. You guys seem to be the quickest at preparation here so far. So what did you put on your chicken breast there?
Well, Mr. Edwards' favorite, cayenne pepper and lemon pepper.
Looking good.
Currently I am breading our shish kebabs, and I am double dipping them twice in our egg yolk and then having them go through our breading recipe that we made. And then we're looking to cook them up right after.
Sweet. It is smelling. Woo, I'm getting hungry. All right, so thoughts so far? I'm thoroughly impressed.
I'm amazed. I really think they're doing a good job. Look at Dion. He's just doing it just like I just told him, and the chicken's coming out really nice.
And I heard mention of almonds and pineapple back there, which I was not aware of before.
They are on the fly. It makes it far more entertaining.
So you know what I think the bad thing for these kids might be? Is the fact that if their mothers or their parents see this show, all of a sudden they might find themselves cooking a lot of meals at home.
You know what? It makes me a hero with the parents. So I think that's a good thing.
Totally.
Now you might want to do juice, but I wouldn't do water. Yeah. Because water doesn't add flavor. Everything you do, you want it to be something that's enriching the flavor.
A little helpful hint from Mr. Edwards there. This is looking really good too. I really liked how you guys cooked this chicken just enough. It's clearly done, but I hate dry chicken. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah, I actually thought whenever I cook bacon of draining the grease, but there's nothing incredibly unhealthy about this grease, so I figured more flavor, let the juice stay.
It certainly smells awesome. You get a time check, Mr. Edwards?
Guys, we are at 20 minutes. 20 minutes for them plated. You can drain it into one of the trash cans as long as there's paper, cardboard, or something. Okay.
And as long as it's not so hot.
As long as it's not searing hot. Right. This one will be just fine because there's newspaper in there. Please don't tell Tina Williams I said that.
Seeing some of the bacon wrapped chicken going into this saute of,
Let's get this all on that tray. I want you to bring it out so he can get a picture of it.
it looks like it's going in with some pineapple and some almonds. You know, that would also be good after you took the toothpicks out. That would be good over a side of rice.
It would be. It would be.
These guys are busy. I'm very impressed. That is looking awesome.
That's what we're shooting for.
You guys, listen up. Important note for you. In the back room are all our plates and you need to go back and determine what you kind of plate you want to put your food on. Okay, we have some of those plastic ones. We also have the mellow, whatever you call it, Melmac or whatever it is, and you determine how you want to present it, and that's the plate you're going to get.
Because remember, presentation is a third of the score. You're looking a little nervous.
Nope, I'm enjoying. I was thinking though, on the different competitions on TV, they always talk about 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3, but it's really 50% taste in 25 and 25, because you always, when they're doing their judging at the end, they're going, oh, that was so good, or that just really wasn't that good. It looked pretty, and so I think the taste is a big deal.
I don't think we have anything to worry about with taste here.
Well, if it goes with the smells, we're in good shape. Too bad on TV, they can't smell this.
Smell-o-vision, coming soon to a TV near you.
We're gonna put some basil around the plate here, just so it makes us a little nice entree. Then we're gonna probably put a little pineapple off to the side so we can have a pineapple, then put the meat on top and then a little bit of juice over the top to get a little flavor.
Amazing. Looking good. Time is beginning to whittle down. So, have you heard anything from the other Kayhi kids on maybe what they thought about this competition?
Most of them, had we had more time to work on it, I told them next year I want to have 10 teams and over 4 days.
And next year we're going to have this in February.
Yes, next year, much better, quieter, calmer time of the year.
Because we're pushing the end of the year now. People have been traveling, lots of folks traveling, as a matter of fact, you and me both. And it's tough to really promote it the way it should be. But I have a feeling when they smell it out there in the commons, that's enough promotion for today.
You know what I'd really like to do, and I'm envisioning this as we speak, is start with a larger group of teams, but once they get past the initial round and we're down to 4 teams, see if I can get 4 local chefs to work with the team.
Oh, that's a great idea. I love it.
And they'll be able to design their own menu and from a list of ingredients we have. And unlike Chopped, where they have to use all the ingredients, they'll just need to use some of the ingredients and work with the chef. And that would be kind of neat for the chefs to see what's happening in high school students as well.
I completely concur, because one of the goals of culinary arts is you're getting these kids ready for the workplace and the work ethic, the way they prepare food. And so to bring in local chefs, that's a natural. I just can't tell you how impressed I am with the level of creativity and the thought behind the presentation.
Well, I'm going to use a generalization here, but teenage boys love to eat. and these boys they're thinking about food. The sad thing is they're going to be giving all this food away.
True. Well, they should at least be able to taste one of their own dishes.
Well, I would imagine by the time they plate, there'll be some left over.
13 minutes left. So an immediate flurry of activity as soon as the 13-minute warning was posted. And the bagel guys seem to have walked away a little bit from whatever they're doing. They may have some secret surprise for us. Seeing some cheese being opened back there too. Didn't anticipate that.
So Justin, are you feeling a little time pressed here? You still got to get those babies cooked.
I know they're in the oven right now. I am feeling a little bit of time crunch. A big surprise was not knowing how much time you had. I thought we were going to be able to go in a little bit to lunch, but not knowing the time and being in the time crunch just makes it that much more fun.
There you go. I like that attitude. Good attitude.
Thank you.
So Team Dalton and Dylan are already beginning their plating. Caramelized onions, yum.
Well, and guess who I just saw lurking around the outside of the kitchen was Mr. Nelson. That tells me that he probably smelled this all the way into the office.
Yeah, his wife has him on a diet that won't allow him to eat this stuff, and so I'm sure it's driving him nuts.
Now, are those going to go back in the oven after you've done this?
Yep, I'm gonna go in for just a few minutes to crisp the bread.
Shish kebab guys are rapidly running out of time, but they seem to be handling the pressure well. Now, are you guys going to have any cheese that goes on top of that or anything like that?
Exactly, cheese. And it's gonna go in the oven after the cheese so that can melt the cheese and then crisp the bread. Are the two main purposes of the oven.
You're getting taking a lot of time with this plating up. Did you anticipate that it would take this long?
No, I did not.
Note to self, choose larger knife next time around. Shish kebabs coming out of the oven. The time is 11:57, gentlemen. Okay, so here they come with the kebabs. Move this to the side. Looking good, guys. And we still have the sauce to come too, right?
Yes, we do. Trying to think of presentation, how it would look best.
Well, remember what Mr. Edwards just said. Even though presentation is officially a third of it, in all honesty, usually it's taste that wins the contest.
Indeed, indeed. I could picture him saying that too, so.
I bet they wouldn't admit this, but I'm actually seeing some nervous shaking hands because they are running out of time really fast. Oh, now that's looking very cool. So what you think, Mr. Edwards?
Looks impressive to me. Makes me wish that I was a judge.
Me too.
It should be done by now. Is it on low, the temperature? A 4. Check it, just open it up a little. Yeah, it's starting to look good.
That's looking good, guys. We've got some silence in the background right now because the bagel guys are hovering around the oven like eagles. I think they're at a point now where it's just kind of wait and see. And the bagels are coming out. I'm assuming yours does not have to go back in the oven.
It does not. We might actually, depending on the time, throw it in there just for a split 30 seconds, just so the cheese will melt on top. And just because I don't think the chicken's hot enough anymore to melt it, so that was a good idea, asking me that. Thank you.
More ingredients being added back here. Some last-minute decision-making going on.
A little bit. It's a good idea to melt that cheese.
Oops, sorry. I'm just in the way all over.
So Justin, do you have any idea how to get some more color on the plate?
I could use some, we were gonna throw a little bit of lettuce on there, but I didn't know what to do. But this green right in front is a big bang and an eye catcher. But remember, presentation's only a third of the.
He's gonna gamble.
But it could be the third that matters.
It could, so I will take your advice.
Yeah, there is lettuce in the refrigerator as well.
I'm kind of digging with the lettuce because your competitors use that.
Yeah, I think not trying to mimic our competitors is a good idea.
All right, this is looking really good. So now their problem, because they're the first ones plated up, is how are they going to keep it hot for the judges?
Well, fortunately, we have a warmer that's on right here. They can put it on a tray and stick it in the warmer, and that'll keep it nice and warm.
So let's see when they realize that they can do that.
Yes.
You guys are looking awesome. Shoot, I think that this shish kebab idea would be also a very cool, if you had some greens tossed and then you just lay it on top, would be a great meal at home. I'm seeing nods from the studio audience as well. I'm seeing some more color coming out for the presentation of the bagel guys. And what I really like about this shish kebab dish is, and I think this is a great recipe because you could virtually make this with anything all year round. You could do some seafood in there, chicken, whatever you might have on hand.
I was gonna throw a little bit of shrimp in there as well, and some bacon into the bread bits, but that time crunch just gets you. You don't think it will, but it does.
Okay, guys, right there. Good, thanks, and good, thanks.
And just as a matter of note, we'd like to thank our friend, local photographer Jeff Fitzwater, for joining us today and capturing some of these moments. He's an incredible photographer, and we're very proud that he works with KPU. Okay, guys, so last minute decision to add the, I believe that's carrots, right?
Yeah, we just needed some more color, going for the presentation as well.
Okay, so the big question is how are you guys going to keep that warm until the judges are ready?
Actually, I was thinking of sprinkling a little bit of more cheese on it, but like shredded cheese instead this time, so we could put it back in the oven for just a minute.
Guys, this looks absolutely fantastic.
We hope so.
Okay, so tell me about the last minute changes that you made in terms of deciding what was going to go in here.
We threw a little bit of pineapple juice in at the end just to give it a little bit of a kick to it.
So the big question is are you going to actually be able to remember the recipe when folks start asking you for the recipe?
Oh yeah.
How often do you cook at home?
Not often.
Probably a lot more now, huh?
Yes, I do. I cook a lot more often now than ever.
Okay, so what we're going to do is very similar to Top Chef, because we're working with a scheduled lunch hour with Kayhi. So what we're going to do, and we had the same type of problem at Top Chef, not necessarily a problem. You know, you had 3 teams competing, and maybe the first team was plated up really early, but then the last team wasn't. So what we want to do is let the judges know that this is part of the competition, and if the food is not necessarily piping hot, that's okay. They should definitely not take that into consideration when judging, because it's not your fault that we had to wait for them, right? Nice choice on the mandarin oranges, guys. Very smart. So back the dishes go in the warmer while we wait for Kayhi lunch to start. Okay, so I'm back there and I'm hearing this, oh my gosh, oh no. They're tasting their sauce that they made up along the way. In fact, they're hovering over the pot there. They're digging out as much as they can.
Well, that's a good sign if the chef's happy.
Yeah, definitely. They're thrilled. Come up here and tell me about this sauce. You just tasted it. Come on. Oh, he's still back there eating. Come on. Do tell.
The pineapple mixed really well with the almonds that we used, and we threw a little sunflower seeds in right at the end. And oh, it's speechless. I love it.
Well, good. Mr. Edwards is actually going to taste test it. Oh, and he just rolled his eyes. It must be out of this world good. So what you think, Doug?
Yum. Very good.
Amazing, amazing presentation. The smells are amazing. All of the chefs have finished well within the time frame. They have done a fantastic job. They all finished early.
I'm very impressed, and I wish I was one of the judges. I did something really fun with the judging. We have 3 young ladies who are going to judge the 3 sets of young men who did the cooking.
Okay.
Smile, guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on, just you guys. I'm going to take about 4. 1, 2, 3. Good. One more. I like for that tongue. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. And Doug, you in. Right there. Good. And 3. Look. 1, 2, 3. And one more. Okay. All right, guys. We'll put them all on this cart, and then we're going to go right out with the cart.
All right, so we have 3 randomly chosen judges, ironically enough, all of whom are female. So let's meet our judges. Young lady, what is your name?
I'm Maddie.
Maddie and?
Megan.
Megan.
Holly.
And Holly. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have each team come up and present, tell you a little bit about their dish, and then you all get a chance to taste it. One big thing our chefs forgot, utensils.
We can handle that while they're talking about the dish and get it out.
Fantastic. Now, ladies, one thing to remember, you're only going to be able to choose 2 teams to go to the finals tomorrow. Presentation, creativity, and taste. And the one thing that we want you to bear in mind is that because we're on your lunch hour, we had to wait, so the dishes might not be piping hot. Don't downgrade them for that, okay? All right, so first team, gentlemen, come forward and present your plates, and then I'll hand you the microphone and you can describe to the judges what they'll be sampling. One more. And who's the team spokesman again? Okay.
So it's kind of a last minute thing, but it's bagel with chicken, bacon, sauteed or caramelized onions with cheese over it. Promise it's better tasting than it looks.
What you're doing is judging. You're considering 3 things, okay? First of all, how it looks on the plate. Does it look appealing? Does it look like something that you would be interested in eating? Second, how good does it taste? Does it just make you go, yum, or you go, it's okay? And third is, how creative is it? Is it kind of, run of the mill, or did they put a lot of thought into it? Okay, that's what you're considering. And so we want you to go ahead and try it, and then we want to hear how you feel about it.
All right, so forget the utensils. Middle judge is gonna just go for it.
That's how you're supposed to.
Nice. Very cool. All right, so let's get some initial commentary, ladies. Her mouth is still full. The birthday girl, Maddie.
I don't know. I thought it tasted really good. It was. I don't know. I don't like onions, so.
So maybe not so much on the caramelized onions.
Yeah, but it was good.
Great.
So the flavors really complement each other. It's really good, but bagel was a little hard.
Yeah.
Okay. And Holly?
I think the seasoning that they put into it and everything, I'm also not a big fan of onions, but the way that they cooked it just kind of brought it all together.
Okay, are you ready for dish number 2? All right. Team number 2, step it up.
Let's set this aside. Dylan, tell them what you have.
All right, so Dylan.
It's Dylan.
I'm sorry, Dylan, you're the spokesperson.
We got some chicken, and it's sauteed in pineapple juice, and then we got bacon over the top with some chestnuts and some sunflower seeds.
So dig in, ladies. Got quite the crowd gathering around, too. And she just took the whole thing. She trusts y'all. She took a big bite. Same big smile from Judge in the middle. All right, let's start at the other end this time. All right, commentary.
I think that there was a lot of bacon to it, and I like the seasonings that they put on it.
Okay. So lots of bacon and great seasoning.
So bacon, pineapple, and chicken was better than all 3 of them together. I don't like the sunflower seeds. They don't go.
You guys have some critiques, food gourmet critiques here. All right.
Well, I thought it tasted really good. I like how there's lots of bacon because that's good. That's always good. And the pineapple made it taste a lot better too.
Excellent. Okay. Number 3. Team 3 coming up with their shish kebabs. And if you gentlemen can step back here and tell the ladies about your dish.
Well, our sauce included Western Texas barbecue sauce, and we added a little bit of lemon pepper, cayenne, so it'd have a little kick to it. And then on our shish kebab breading, we included egg whites, lemon pepper, a little bit of cayenne. The cayenne for the kick is mostly in the sauce. And then we added some smoked paprika, and that's how we bread them, and we topped it with a little bit of melted cheese. kind of kept it simple but flavorful.
Okay, enjoy. You know, it's always nerve-wracking to have to eat in front of 40 people staring at you, too. A lot of thought going in the middle judge. Okay, now we're going to start with the middle judge. We'll put her on the spot first. So what'd you think?
Well, the spices are really good. It's not too hot, not too mild. It's really good.
All right, you got a really good, not too hot, not too mild. Miss Holly?
I think they were right. The cayenne pepper and lemon pepper put a really good kick into it. It's really good.
Okay, another really good. Back down to Maddie.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, and how they breaded it with croutons, that was creative too. So, I don't know, it tasted good.
Okay, ladies, Mr. Edwards, if you'll join me. Thanks, guys. Now you have to figure out which two teams will battle it out tomorrow. As a reminder, the winning team will go with Mr. Edwards to judge Ketchikan's Top Chef 2012, as well as receiving a gift certificate to Safeway so that they can head down the hill for lunch. That is if you guys are going to cook your own lunch. My goodness, you did a great job. So ladies, if you can kind of huddle up and make a decision. Remember, you're going to have to eliminate one team from the competition. I think it's going to be a tough decision. What do you think?
I think, you know, because they're their peers, that makes it really hard. Kind of reminds me, I watched a Chopped episode where it was actually Chopped judges who were competing and other judges were having to chop judges. And that was really hard for them. I think all three dishes are very impressive.
Oh, I think they're absolutely impressive. I mean, based on the time, the ingredients, and the last-minute creativity that went into this, it's just astounding. And I certainly wouldn't want to be in their shoes. All right, do you all have a spokesperson? And they both point to the middle. Okay. Point to the senior. And if you can kind of say it in a loud voice so everyone that's watching can hear you. And why don't you at first tell us the first team that stays?
The chicken wrapped in bacon and pineapple.
Okay. Chicken wrapped in bacon, pineapple, they stay. Okay, so if y'all who are staying can move over here. First team to make it to the finals. We'll grab a quick photo op with Mr. Fitzwater. Okay. Now if the other two teams could step forward. Yeah, right. Na, 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 na. Okay, so why don't you tell us which team will go home?
The bagel.
Oh, they're crushed. They're crushed. Congratulations, men. You made it to the finals, and you can move over there. And let's get a quick interview with the bagel dudes. Okay, so I thought all of the dishes were outstanding. If you could go back and redo your dish, what would you have done differently?
First of all, a lot of preparation and time to think about it. I'd known about this for weeks, and then I'd been reminded the weekend before, so...
But you didn't know the ingredients till this morning.
Not until this morning, but I still could have, I don't know, put some time and a thought into it at all.
Okay, so what about you?
I would probably do the decoration differently, you know, make it stand out more.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys. That was really, really fun. And
my question to you, was it a good experience?
Great experience. I had a lot of fun, and I learned on the way.
Well, I enjoyed it, yeah.
I want to tell you I'm proud of you. I thought you did a great job. Thank you.
I am too. So maybe the diabolical thing, super top secret, I think you guys should come back and be the judges tomorrow.
Definitely.
Oh, don't say anything.
Yes. I like that. I like that a lot. Yep.
Okay, so let's just...
All right. Let's talk with these guys. Okay, so what do you think?
I thought it was a good experience. I kind of liked all like the rush and commotion, working with other people and trying to see what they're making and like judging our food as to be better than theirs. You know, it's a competition too, and it was overwhelming almost. I've never made a food or been in a food competition, so.
Well, congratulations. All right, so tell me about yours.
I was very nervous at first when they got called. So, but I know theirs were good because they have a really good presentation. So.
Okay, so now all you have to do is plan for tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck. Thanks again, guys. Gentlemen,
Hi.
your thoughts?
Well, our thoughts was it was a difficult task. We had a lot of seasoning, a lot of pineapple juice, very, very delicate, touch on them.
Thought we had a little bit of a time crunch there at the end, but all together we got our plate out there and it was pretty good.
Okay, any thoughts about tomorrow's competition?
We're going to have to do a little bit more planning, for sure.
In the whole 2 hours that you have, right? All right, well, congratulations. That was excellent. Thank you. Everyone did a great job. So let's do a quick sneak peek, and y'all can step over there because we have super top secret stuff to talk about. Tomorrow's dish will be what?
They're going to do an entree salad. They're going to have a variety of vegetables. They also have the salad shrimp they did not use today, and so it's going to be a mandatory agreement that they work it into the salad tomorrow, along with some broccoli and peppers, onion, cheese, carrot, things, and zucchini.
Okay, and so I had one last thought to make it extra diabolical. Tomorrow, and this is super top secret, but tomorrow, I think that we ought to have the team that got cut today be part of the judging.
I think that's awesome. We'll do that.
Okay, well, stay tuned tomorrow for Kayhi High's Top Chef Finals. This has been great, highlighting all of the culinary arts that happen here at Kayhi High. Thank you so much, Mr. Edwards, for having us. Ladies, thank you for being judges. You were phenomenal. And we'll be back tomorrow for the finals of Kayhi High's Top Chef.